Hi everyone, good morning. It is me, Lisa, and I hope you're doing great. This is a Proverbs home. It is early in the morning. I got up very early this morning, and there's some projects that I'm doing. So I am actually going to go in my barn and take you along with me to find my sewing machine. I bought a sewing machine about 3 to 4 years ago. That's how long I've had it. I have never used it, and it's time to get it out because I want to start practicing on it, and I'm going to be watching some YouTube videos and learning how to use it because I think the way things are going, there are some things I'm going to make for myself. I want to make some dresses, and I want to start doing that. I think it's part of homemaking. One of the things my husband is working on for me, he's been working on it all summer long, and this is a very old trunk. This is the machine right here. Some glitter. And I'm going to bring that in the house. This is it. And I've been looking for this green. You'd be surprised what you find in your barn. And I'm actually going to take these in because I'm going to make something with these this week. And then here I got some sewing books, actually, that I am going to be actually utilizing for some of the projects I want to do. So yeah, so this is going to be all organized come this summer. And the year before, this is a place I sit in a lot, and I do a lot of my projects, my DIYs. And this summer is going to be part of my project that I will be cleaning up, and I will be getting rid of a lot of this stuff and making it more of a sewing space for me, space where I can work. Here are my cute little figurines. Those are so adorable. Those I won't give away, because these are just really sentimental to me and they're just so cute. There goes my favorite president. I have a picture of him. I have his books. I love Abraham Lincoln. Okay, so I got my sewing machine. Here it goes. The box is open because I did open the box, but I haven't used it. So we're going to get it out. I don't know about you, but I like using these things. You can put these, you can paint them white or something and put pencils and little things inside. This is great for storage. That's great for storage. That's really neat. Or you can have the kids play with it. Elijah's right here and he's having fun. He's playing. Elijah, you want to play with this? He likes boxes, by the way. He likes anything to do with boxes and playing and having fun. Okay, so it comes with this manual. It says happy sewing, and it's actually very, I hope it works because it's wet. That's from the cold, and this is what it looks like. I'm gonna have to dry it down. I really pray that it works. I'm sure this is the plug that goes with it. And it still has the plastic on it, so it should still be fine because there's plastic on it that I have to peel off. So that is the sewing machine. I'm going to put it down right here. Elijah's playing in the box. Hold on, Elijah. Let me see if there's something else in there. Only those cartons. Here, there you go. Now you can play. He loves boxes. Yep, that's the sewing machine. Now I have this little handheld one also that was in this box that I have never taken out of the box. I took it out this morning. Why? Because I have this piece of material here and I'm working on these little pouches. Now I made these by hand last night. I was watching Miracle on 34th Street. I have to be doing something. I don't like just sitting down, even when I'm watching a movie, unless I am so exhausted and I'm just really into the movie. But usually if I'm sitting and I'm watching something, I'm doing something. So I sewed these by hands last night while I was watching Miracle on 34th Street. And I put a little tool in them, and what they're going to be for little tea bags. And then I made this one too. This was the first one I made. And I just put that piece of lace there. And I'm going to put tea bags and candy in it. So I made these two last night. It was very tedious because I was sewing it by hand, like I said. But it was fun. So last night, my wheels were turning. Yeah, they actually work sometimes. And I decided I'm going to get the handheld one out and I'm going to get my sewing machine out. I need to get it out and start using it and utilizing it. My mom has an old Singer sewing machine. She has an old Singer. This is a Singer. Oh, play on words. Singer. There it goes. This is a Singer, and my mom has a very old one that she has. It was her mom's, and it became hers, and she still has it. That thing is so heavy. It's one of those sewing machines that fold in. You know which ones I'm talking about. And she has one, and that's where she sewed our pajamas, our clothes, everything. You know what I was thinking? And I'm going to insert a picture of my mom right here, and then I'll show you one of my grandma and stuff and my great-grandmother. What I was thinking is that the women from back then, they worked so hard, and they were the greatest homemakers. Our moms were. My mom, she's a mom from the 60s and 70s and 80s. And my mom, I don't know how she did it. I think about it now, I'm like, oh my gosh. We were rambunctious. We loved playing and running around. You know, she had 6 of us, and we loved playing and we loved running around and just doing whatever it was that we did. And my mom cooked breakfast, lunch, dinner. When we were in school, she brought out lunch or whatever she did. And then we had free lunch at school. But my mom was a worker. She worked hard in the home. She sewed clothes. She cooked meals. She was what you call a homemaker. And you know, like when I was a kid, I didn't know that. I just thought, oh, mom, she's making me want to make my bed, clean up my room, you know, help her clean the bathroom on Saturdays. Before we went outside to play, we had to clean, put our house clothes on, eat breakfast, watch cartoons, and then we had to clean, and then we could go out and play. You know what? Thank God for a mother like that. There was no such thing, that's my cat, of sitting in front of the television and watching hours of TV. Like, that didn't fly with my mom. It was, you got up in the morning, and if you weren't doing something, you were working with your hands, you were doing something in the home, you know. And because of my mother, I thank God for her. Because of her. Because of my mother. I'm doing the ugly cry. Because of my mother, I learned everything I've learned. I've learned how to keep a home clean. I've learned how to take care of myself because of my mom, because she never allowed us to just sit in front of TV, sit on video games. And we had, what was it, Atari or Nintendo? One of the first games that came out way back with the little joysticks. My brothers had that, but we were not allowed. That was a treat. We were not allowed to be in front of the TV for hours playing video games or in front of that. We didn't have computers back then. You know, showing my age here. I remember when I got my first phone, I was working. I was in high school when I was working, and I had a pink phone. Remember with the long cords? My first phone was my own phone. I had to pay for it myself. And I'm glad that my mom did that and that she taught us those values. Be poor and still have a wonderful life. And people take that. I have learned that my parents didn't have all the money in the world. My dad, which is my stepdad, he raised me since I was very little. He worked hard. He worked 2 to 3 jobs to provide for us. My mom worked at home. Yeah, it was those times. You know, she went to work when we were older, but she was at home when we got off of school. She picked us up. We knew my mom was waiting at the corner for us. I thank God for my mother, because she taught me the things I know. Now I'm learning a lot more, because a lot of stuff I took for granted. You know, I watch her cook in the kitchen. That's how I learned how to cook, by watching my mom cook. I watch her cook. I watch her make rice, arroz con gandules, habichuelas, and make all this food she made for us. And now all the time I wanted to eat everything she made. Just how it was. It wasn't, let me take you to McDonald's every day and get your chicken nuggets because you don't want to eat what I made for dinner. I thank God for a mother like that. An amazing lady. Amazing woman of God. She's a wonderful lady, and I love her so much. We have a great relationship. And I thank God. When I took out these sewing machines and I thought about her and my grandmothers. They're with the Lord already. My grandmothers are. My mother-in-law is with the Lord. I watch these young people in these days just so disrespecting their mothers and their what? God used them to give you life, to bring you life into this world. So anyway, yeah. Didn't know I was definitely going to get into this. See, that's what happens sometimes when you make a video. Just being candid and being myself. Appreciate your moms. Maybe they weren't perfect. Maybe they didn't always do right. They could have been a little harsh with you. Didn't always support everything you chose to do. But go to your mom and say, thank you, Mom, for your hard work, for trying so hard. And I thank God for my mom, because she taught me. She taught me how to set a table. My mom made wonderful parties at the house for the women at church. She threw me surprise parties at my Sweet 16. She did so much for me. And I'm thankful for my mother. So this is one of the sewing machines. I'm going to take this out. And I'm going to put the batteries in it. Because it needs 4 double batteries. AA batteries. There it goes. Use it. And I am going to read the pamphlet. And use this. And then I'm going to use that to make these little pouches here. I'm going to make some more. I have more material. I have to go back in the barn and find some more material, but I do have more. I want to make different ones. I don't want to make them all with bumblebees. Not everybody's into that. And then this is my other machine, and this is going to be plugged. And once I start using them and doing something with them, I'll show you what I do with what I sew. Here's the box. Let me see what's in here. I think this is the plug or the pad that you touch on your feet. Yep. That's that. It's got the cord, and here's the plug for the machine. So I will put that together, and then I will use it. And I'm so excited. These things are so important, and I think it's wonderful to have this. If you can go out and get a sewing machine and start practicing, even if you make a pillow, even if you make something very simple to start. I love you all. God bless you, and I'll talk to everyone soon. Bye. It works.